My name is AJ Twining. I have...
You say it twining?
Yeah, it's Twining.
I've been calling it twinning.
I know.
I'm so sorry. Why didn't you tell me?
So at a point, I kind of just let it slide.
Oh hey, I didn't see you there. I'm Harrison Grant.
My name is Ellie Miller. Sorry, I'm filming in my bathroom. It's got the best lighting in the house.
I'm Jamie.
My name is Travis Wolf.
I graduated from online school. I was also part of Veritas Academy, Visa.
I'm a graduating senior from One Day Academy.
I go to Bowie High School.
I go to Veritas Academy, V's up. And I've been at this youth group since 5th grade, so about 7 years now.
I started attending youth in February of this year.
I have been here since 2016.
I've been going to the youth group since I can remember, since I could, probably before then.
I would describe youth as very comforting, encouraging, and fun. It's a very welcoming environment, and all of the girls are really easy to talk to. And they all just really encourage me to be the best version of myself.
So first, I would say loving, because you just feel so loved as soon as you walk through the door, no matter how new you are to the youth group, or no matter how long you've been here.
Kind, because we open up everyone with open arms. Anyone that comes to the door, whether you're new, a vet, or someone that's kind of in between, we want you to feel part of the squad.
And it's always fun, and we're laughing all the time.
Fun, just the amount of fun we have here is incredible.
Respect, because we treat everyone respectfully over here. We're not rude to anybody. Culture of honor.
Mission, because no matter what you're doing here, you're always on a mission to seek those relationships between people, to seek a relationship with God. WrestleMania.
Yeah. Men's overnights. Definitely hanging out with the guys, doing capture the flag in the dark.
This past winter retreat, we had a little girls' night, and it was just really fun because there wasn't a ton of girls, but we still managed to have like such a fun time, and it was pretty hype considering we just had like a speaker and our flashlights. So that was kind of wild.
My favorite would definitely be dodgeball in this here community room.
Here we are.
Dodgeball, rigged dodgeball, but it was for the better because we were animals.
One of my favorite memories is from one of the winter retreats that I went to. Me and the boys got together, kidnapped Josiah, and threw him in the lake. And the best part was we didn't even get in trouble because before we left, we'd actually gotten his dad to sign a waiver saying we could bully him.
Our winter retreat.
Your retreat was dope.
Amazing. Worship was definitely probably my favorite.
There was this one time when it rained really hard and the retention pond outside the church filled up. So a bunch of us thought it'd be a great idea to go for a swim. So we all hop in, do our thing, have a blast. The next day, Dale Chu calls all of us. Turns out there was a drowned raccoon in there the entire time.
In the games, obviously.
Games, Wells Fargo.
Chill out.
To not be cringy. That's the first thing.
It's never too early to start building like the patterns of relationship with God that you need to be secure in your faith, because I gave myself a free pass a lot of times when I was younger, because I always just thought that's something I'll get when I'm older, I'll understand it more when I'm older, I'll figure it out then. And I think I would have really benefited a lot if right from the get-go I'd been building the habits at least of a healthy relationship, like a Bible study, praying. And I'd always talk about doing those kind of things, but I never went for it. It was always a tomorrow goal, and I think that's something I would tell myself to make that a now goal and do it immediately.
One thing that I would tell my younger self is probably to find the right crowd and find people that really encourage your walk with God, because I know that I didn't really start out with friends that were very encouraging and active in their faith, but now I'm surrounded with a bunch of people who are like that, and it's just really motivating. And youth is a great place for that. So Yeah.
Like AJ said, don't be cringy, but if everyone's cringy, it's fine. It's okay.
It's not your fault.
It's okay.
To not be afraid or not having fear of doing something new. Doing something new is good for not just you, but for others. And that experience can help you in the long run. And it kind of gets you adapt to making new friends. It's a really easy way to make new friends.
Not stress as much as I did because, I mean, I still struggle with this to this day, but you really just need to look at the big picture of things instead of focusing on all the small details when it comes to just like hard things, because I spend a lot of my time that could have been spent otherwise doing actual productive things, just like really in a lot of anxiety and stress. And just know that like the things you do in high school, while they are important, like a lot of them, they don't matter in the huge grand scheme of your life. So that would be one thing that I would really emphasize is take a break, chill out a little bit, everything's gonna be fine.
If I were to be able to go back in time and like tell them everything worked out, like everything's chill vibes, I would just say like don't change anything. Just stick to what God is telling you and that like your real good friends are saying, and like just roll with them.
Definitely.
And everything just works out in a way. Like things do get better no matter how many rough years you have, things always get better. And that's through God. Exactly. Yeah.
Pre-algebra school. We failed pre-algebra hard.
But then we went back.
We went back. We went back past that thing online though.
It's fine. We're graduating.
It was a fun time though.
Yeah,
We had fun in that.
Shout out Miss Miller.
Miss Miller, don't
You hated me.
You probably still hate me, but
It's fine.
it's okay because I love you.
My next step is to go to the University of Houston. Go Cougs! Go Cougs! I will be, for now at least, studying exploratory studies there, which is just undeclared pretty much.
My next step, I will be attending UTSA for 1 year, and then I will be transferring over to UT Austin. I'm part of the CAP program. Welcome. And I can't wait to see what God has in store for me.
Ocean's Edge University, that's where I'm going.
Where is that?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh.
I'm getting my bachelor's degree in modern music.
If you haven't heard AJ's music, go listen to it right now.
I am releasing new music.
And I'm going to Texas State in the fall to pursue a degree in technology management. Eat 'em up, cats.
My next step was University of Houston, go Cougs.
I'll be going to Antioch, Houston. So Britt, you better be ready. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You just like cracked every finger in my body. When I first got here, I wasn't convinced. I wasn't really convinced about the whole God thing. I mean, I went to church every Sunday. I was pretty distant in the beginning, and I would just hang out with Travis because that's the only person I knew, and I didn't really feel like making new friends. So that was pretty much me, 2016, and then I started doing worship more here, which is super awesome. Shout out to Amir and Moses. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to do it. I appreciate you. But I think I really grew when I started doing worship more because it really allowed me to pay attention more and really opened my eyes and seeing like people dancing and like praising and praying, and it really hit me hard, and that's why I love doing music now. It's to see people's like reactions and like worshiping God and knowing that they appreciate what I do, not just because it's good music, but because it's also praising God at the same time. And I really drew closer to God ever since then.
I would say around middle school, God actually became sort of like this actual relationship. I always seemed sort of as like a figurehead, like I was saying, like he's very sort of distant. But then when I reached middle school, and the youth group played a big part of this too, I started realizing about how real he is and how with us he is and how deep that relationship is. And so yeah, middle school is really a time of growth in the idea of my relationship with God, and that I can actually have one. And like what high school was more of a time when I learned how to use that relationship, but like just really getting close to God during middle school was when I really started realizing that he's real, and that's amazing and that's beautiful, and there's so many things that can be done with that knowledge. And so right then is when God really started to show himself in my life, and he's continued to do that for a really long time.
Yeah, I would say mine kind of more started in about 8th grade-ish, when I started kind of like getting more into the youth group and more involved. Seeing a lot of the younger dudes and even older dudes and people my age like get super deep into it and just knees deep into the word really inspired me, because even though my school is a Christian school, there's not a lot of outreach or
There's not a lot of community kind of things.
Surrounded by God. Like it's Christian school is great, obviously, but we didn't really talk about God between each other a lot. But seeing a lot of these guys and girls do it was just fantastic, and it got me like into it. I'd also say seeing a lot of miracles or testimonies here, and just like seeing all the great things God is doing right here to kids' lives and adult lives in my life was just super eye-opening, and it like made my faith so much stronger. And just like each year, each month, you just hear something new that is so great that only God could have done.
I think for me, I really want my music and the message of God to spread. That's what I want to be. I want to be someone that spreads the message through music and capture the hearts of people and lead them toward the right path and steer them away from wherever they are.
I would probably say I just want to be like the person where if someone asked me to like drop what I'm doing and just have like a talk with them and be able to like kind of like feed into their lives, that I would be willing to do that. And like someone who comes to mind would be like Stephen Calco. Like he's like the type of guy that just like drop everything and just fellowship. So just a good man, family man, and like I don't know what else there is to say. Just like God loving. Like, I really want to work with the youth during college and just like feed into them, just because if we all have experiences, why not share those with them?
Personally, in the midst of a lot of transition, I kind of get swept up in it a lot, and I'll forget that God's there, obviously, when so many things are coming down, and I'm just like changing, but also like trying to figure out how to change. Like all these things are happening, so I think it's really good to just take sometimes just take a day, or it could be a couple of hours, and just like step out of everything that's going on and focus and really spend time with God, because it's so easy to just get swept up in transition and swept up in the excitement of the future, or maybe the dread of the future, or just like stuff like that. I think it's important to like take that time to like be quiet and worship and just like step out of the rush of life for just like a little bit, and it'll really just clear your head about everything, and it'll just bring God closer to you, and you'll be able to hear him a lot better, which will help eventually in the transition and whatever you're going through. So yeah.
I think the important thing about the journey is leaving transition in God's hands and not having an expectation for the way things are going to end up.
Be who you are. stay on the right path. Keep coming here because it will help you a lot. You'll learn a lot. You'll be around people that probably know you better than yourself. They can guide you. We have awesome leaders. I think communicating with your leaders is a big part of not just youth group, but the church in general. Because they have wisdom, they have experience that you don't, and you need history to learn from their mistakes.
No matter what you do, no matter how far you stray, maybe you have a bad month or bad season, that God still loves you, like literally no matter what. And he will never like betray you, he'll never abandon you, like you have God no matter what. And on top of that, you have these great leaders, like AJ already said it, but these leaders genuinely love you. They will talk to you if you need help. You text them, they will respond. They're just always ready to reach out to you. And so just being honest with them and not keeping anything like in the dark with them, I guess.
Spills your heart out.
Yeah, like these people are here to talk to you and they want to speak into your lives. And I'd also say, if you're new to the youth group or if you just kind of haven't like, I guess, busted open your shell, like just do it. No one cares. You're not looking weird. Well, you might be looking weird, but we're all weird here.
When you're doing the monkey dance, you're definitely looking weird.
Yeah.
Look, you want to do that one last time.
Yeah, me too. But you, no matter what, these people here love you, and that you shouldn't feel embarrassed to be here. You should feel lucky, and just let it all out. Like, be real, because life's too short in high school, and school is too short to, like, put up a wall, put up a shield, because you're not always going to have these times to do that. And if school is hard, listen. If your thing is not just academically, but socially or whatever, if you hate school, if you're having a horrible time, if you're feeling depressed or anxious, school is short. It is so incredibly short. It's like 1/10 of your lifetime, and it will be over, and it's only a couple hours long, and you're going to be okay, and everything gets better.
Last 4 years went by fast.
So fast. So cherish them, love your friends. Tell your parents you love them.
Be with your parents.
Yeah.
Hang out with your parents. Talk to your parents.
Pet your dog or cat or your fish. Hug Amir. He smells really good.
Wrestle Assembly.
Don't let Josiah pee on you.
That's all right.
So good.